Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the James Madison Dukes, taking on another team from the SEC, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the handoff. Makes a nice move there. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Quarterback keeps the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's a great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
It's an out route, the catch made, and they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, a big part of the reason they're playing in this national championship is they're an aggressive offense. They didn't hit this one, but I love the idea, and I think it sends a clear message that this defense better be ready to defend the long ball.
When he finds his target, he has the first. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Caught in the flat by the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Dukes will have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
A Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Strong opening drive. This is play number 11, third and short. Try and muscle for the first down. The Dukes looking to keep this drive rolling.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They hold up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back at coming up with that conversion.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the Dukes hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done. And to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Powers through. In the clear at the 25. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 20. The 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. James Madison's offense back out there now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Play action here on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he'll drop back here on third down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
And there's the handoff. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to...
Here's a shot toward the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The sticks, more than enough for a first down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
The Dukes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Linebacker shifting around now. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, James Madison. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Rutgers offense on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And they'll give it to the back. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackle at the 26.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
First down here for this offense. Looking to pass. It's DeMarco. Eludes the rush. He's escaping the pocket now. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Scarlet Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit. The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these past couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Scarlet Knights starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Looks like he's going to run it. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
And the Scarlet Knights looking to cash in the red zone. They'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone. They'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Duke's offense back on the field now. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good route. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Dukes will kick this away to get the second half going. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the return man runs out of bounds. And the Scarlet Knights offense is back on the field. Scanning the field. It's DeMarco. It's caught. Gets into space at the 50. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down. Looking to throw the football. It's an out route. The catch made. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. That puts them on top in the second half. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the James Madison offense back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks to the left for a quick throw. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Movement at the second level of the defense now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The gain moves the ball to the 34. defense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The Dukes pick up enough for a first down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. Second and 10 here. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Run down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Makes a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Dukes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he's so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for his 6 points.
Automatic on the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Rutgers offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's sharp.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
That completion makes it second and medium. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's DeMarco. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Here's a serious gamble, folks. Coach going for it, backed up near his own end zone. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Scarlet Knights will line up to boot it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and boot it away. They'll kick it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. That's an important first down on that running play. A quick throw out left, complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Right? The example of that right here.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. A throw to the running back in the flat. Brought down. The completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. He's at the 50. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Rutgers. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. James Madison's offense back out there now. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offense coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
The tackle is made just a short gain after the completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Off target and incomplete. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they get him down after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. And he drops back in the gun. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Inside the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
Chris, it's a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Comes the Scarlet Knights offense out there. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down, looking to throw the ball. Pass rush closing in. Got him, he's sacked.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So it's second down and long here from the 13. Back to throw. It's DeMarco. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll take a deep shot here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare, a wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the Duke's offense back on the field now. Run it from the gun. It tests the middle but gets stopped. That run goes nowhere.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. Offense getting set. It's second down. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Needs some important yards here in third down. A field goal try here would be from 59 yards out. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to create here on the move. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example when he's up to it.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And here's the handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 29 seconds left. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And that one's straight down the middle. And it's celebration time on the sideline there as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. After the clutch kick to take the lead, now they'll kick it away. The offense still a chance to tie this game if they can drive the field quickly. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here comes the Rutgers offense on the field. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. Will they play for a field goal or take a shot at the touchdown and win it here? Looking to scramble. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And the ball is picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work for the 44.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the James Madison Dukes.